Can we just all just stop playing games? This is the best. This is the best college football team ever I've ever seen in my life. 2019 Louisiana State University Tigers, the Bayou Bengals. I remember the year before, 2018. Now, don't forget, it's not, like I said, there's no portal, there's no NIL yet.
They
These were
had
the same,
they
huh?
had a kid from Ohio so bought in that he changed the name on his backplate to a Cajun pronunciation of his name.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Not everybody, but 90% of that roster was on the same, was on the roster back in 2018. Like, Chase was there, everybody was there. What happened was they beat Miami. They go through, then they play UCF, have a decent season, go through play UCF in the Fiesta Bowl. Joe Burrows get blindside blocked, and that pissed him off. That woke him up. And everybody's seen how they played in the second half. So over that summer, you're just like, okay, 2018 LSU, whatever. They hired Joe Brady, which is the Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator. He got hired on my birthday. He got hired on June 24th. And he said, yeah, we're going to change this thing around. He brought in the Saints passing game. Burrow, from the Saints, Burrow got better. He took things from Sean Payton and Drew Brees and just gave it to Burrow, and Burrow was like, cool. Chase was a sophomore in in 19, and Jefferson and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Patrick Queen, Grant Delpit, Christian Fulton, obviously Burrow, Caleb Von Chason. I mean, Terrence Marshall. I mean, you talk about the game I seen that I knew LSU was like, oh, holy crap, this is gonna be week 2 against Texas. Because I'm so, like I said, I'm so used to growing up. SEC teams for the most part is ground and pound. All that passing stuff is the Big 12 and USC and like the West Coast, Oklahoma and the Midwest. I'm like, SEC's ground and pound play defense. Jefferson caught a 3rd and 17 to ice the game. And I was like, okay, this is different. Because it was 3rd and 17. Burrow, he sat in the pocket. He ate it, hit Jefferson on a strike on like a little crossing route, took it the whole way and scored. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, this LSU put up 40 points. But 19 LSU, man, think about the teams they beat, man. They beat Auburn. They beat Bama. They beat Clemson. You know what I'm saying? Ole Miss. They pretty much, they beat Georgia in the SEC. They beat the whole SEC. And then they beat Clemson. I know Clemson is in the ACC, but Clemson at that time, 2008, 2019, they were still in their prime with Trevor Lawrence. And then the only team that they didn't beat that was a powerhouse was Ohio State, but Ohio State lost to Clemson, so it's kind of like it didn't really matter. They just came through. You beat everybody, but when I knew it was real, when they beat Alabama in Bryant Denny, they beat them in Alabama. I said, okay, wait a minute, 46-40, and it was like 37-10 in the third quarter, but the defense kind of was like reeling a little bit, got a little comfortable, but I said, yeah, Burrow had his Heisman won that game. He had like a third down run up the middle. He trucks a linebacker and he just gets down. And I was like, yeah, that's the game right there. And he just won the Heisman. Like, there was nobody thinking anybody else would win the Heisman besides Burrow that year. Nobody. Like, not undisputed, but what's that word called? When it's like unanimous? Like, it was just like,
Like Curry's MVP.
yeah, like, bro, like, just hand him the trophy now. So 2019 LSU is my number one college football team of all time. And the reason why I say that, because nobody has that offensive firepower to catch up with them. They would put up 37 in the first quarter, and you'd be like, what the hell did we just get into? Like, yes, their defense was a little bit suspect. They would reel a little bit. But it's defense. Defense, you're never going to play a 100% perfect game. Neither on offense. But like I said, Grant Delpit, he won a Thorpe Award. Jamar Chase won, the Blendikoff. Burrow won the Heisman. Jefferson, Thaddeus Moss, Randy Moss' son, played tight end. Terrence Marshall. Every guy named in the league, still to this day, playing right now. Derek Stingley as a freshman, locking up Alabama receivers. I'm talking about he was a freshman, you know? So that LSU team was definitely that team that I'm just like, you know what? Like, you can change a program around. Like, it is. Because before, all I just knew was just, man, we're gonna go to a bowl game. You know, we won a couple natties before, but it was just like, and it was kind of not dead, but we were just kind of just like, you know, LSU's cool. You know, we're gonna go 10, 8, 9 games, but bro came in and he just changed it around. So that just gave me belief that you really can change the program around. You know, so 19 LSU.